it down. What should be the keys to today's contest for both of these squads to come out with a win and move on?
Play their game, do what they did all season to get to this point, finished second in Region 20, fourth in the RPI here today, so just continue what you did all season. For Bryce Valley, you got to find a way to slow the game down and stay out of foul trouble. Like we said, only 7 players on the roster, so can't afford anyone to get in foul trouble early.
You mentioned in pregame that these two teams have met before, obviously region foes. It was the Wayne Badgers coming out on top, winning 60-36. So obviously, if you're Bryce Valley, how do you close down that deficit this time around?
Yeah, I think it's just staying focused on what you do well and taking away the stars of the Badgers, especially in A.J. Van Dyke. If you find a way to slow Van Dyke down, it can slow the entire Badger offense down.
Well, for today's starting lineups, starting over with the Wayne Badgers, it's going to be Timber Wood going alongside number 23, A.J. Van Dyke. Of course, she's one that you've got to look out for every single time. They'll go alongside Reagan Blackburn, as well as Lily Morrill and Michaela Jones. And on the other side for the Bryce Valley girls, it'll be Miley Brinkeroff alongside Annabella Vasquez. And they'll play with Mia Barna and Cache Tebbs. And Grace Leach, of course, number 4. Let's see how these two teams will rematch. Welcome inside the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth. Warmth you can rely on, powered by family, fueled by trust. Nate Thatcher, Dallin Richards. Ozzy on the stats. We got David here as our producer. And Wayne wins the tip-off, and the Badgers will get things going on the offensive side first. And ball finds its way across around the perimeter. Woods got it. Now it's left side over with Blackburn. And Bryce Valley in a 1-3-1 defense. Wayne gets the shot off, no good in the paint. Bryce Valley with the board. Nice job that time from Miley Brinkerhoff.
Yeah, it was great defense there from the Mustangs, not allowing Van Dyke to get an easy look, high contested, deep mid-range jumper.
Here comes Bryce Valley the other way. Hoisted up a 3 in the corner. It's no good. Badgers with the board. Here comes Wayne in transition. They'll move left to right. Blackburn in the corner. Now finds a bounce pass down low. Here's Jones. Back up top to Blackburn for 3. No good from the corner. But they get an offensive rebound. Back up top. Pump fake 3. Far side. Now back down low. Nice post move. Doesn't go. Almost another offensive board. Ball's fought for. And it looks like we're going to have a jump that will head Bryce Valley's way.
And you're seeing this Bryce Valley zone defense causing issues for Wayne offensively, not able to get a lot of clean looks, taking a lot of deep shots. Bryce Valley now just needs to find a way to get the defensive rebounds to close out the possession.
Defense stops Bryce Valley at half court, but they're able to push it across. Nice pump fake in the corner with the drive, and the layup's good off the left side. This time it goes down for Vasquez.
That was a great move from Vasquez. The pump fake in the corner and then driving baseline, give the open layup, the first points of the 1A tournament here in Richfield.
Yeah, nice layup left side. Mustangs, the underdogs, with the first points in today's game. Another 3's hoisted up off back iron. No good that time from Lily Morrill. And once again, Bryce Valley with another board.
And you're seeing this game plan for Bryce Valley executed perfectly defensively early on.
Weaving her way through the defense with some nice moves. It was Grace Leach, but she wasn't able to get it to drop.
Yeah. Good move. Bryce Valley able to get into the lane, just haven't been able to finish consistently.
Wayne keeps going down low. They want to make sure that Michaela Jones can score. She can't, but her teammate can down low. A.J. Van Dyke, of course, the number 1 girl to watch out for here on the 1A rank.
First buckets of the game, over 17 points a game for Van Dyke.
3 is hoisted up for the corner, and it gets it to drop. Vasquez now with all 5 for the Mustangs, and that's our first Bryce Canyon City 3. A.J. Van Dyke will try to respond. Rattles off iron, no good. Here comes the Mustangs. They lead at 5-2. Weaving away into the corner. Vasquez has got it in that same corner. Now passes it down low. Tebbs has it. Tries to get it over to find Barna, but the ball is tipped out of bounds. Looks like it'll stay here with Bryce Valley.
And you're seeing Bryce Valley move the ball around the perimeter to get those driving lanes, doing a good job sharing the ball and not taking contested looks, waiting until they find the open look.
So Vasquez, the third leading scorer for the Mustangs right now with all 5 for the girls in green, as a nice layup misses that time from Cachet Tebbs right in front. Here come the Badgers the other way. Van Dyke down low. Once again to Jones. Now back up top to AJ for 3. And so now we have 2 players with all 5 points for both squads.
And Van Dyke, the expected player for the Badgers, but Annabella Vasquez coming in 8 points a game on the season, but already with those 5 points early on being aggressive for Bryce Valley.
And you can see both of those girls lead their team in 3-point makes, and they've already made one from deep.
Not being hesitant once they get the open look. Both have the green light from their respective coaches.
Here's Leach up top, over left side to Barna. She finds her teammate in Brinkerhoff. Now over to Vasquez. Vasquez is going to drive left side. She's double teamed for a moment, and we got a reach-in foul. That will give us our actual first foul of the game, almost halfway through the first.
And Michaela Jones there just being a bit too aggressive, trying to get the strip. Vasquez did a good job splitting through the double team to draw the foul and get to the free throw line.
So Bryce Valley with a nice inbound down low, but it's blocked that time from Lily Morrill. Now it's a turnover the other way. Here come the Badgers, a 2-on-1. Layup right side, too far, but an offensive board and a putback. Doesn't go that time for Reagan Blackburn, but it looks like she'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And Mia Barna got caught with her hand in the cookie jar there. The reach-in foul. First free throws of the game go to the Badgers.
Seen Wayne with a lot of offensive rebounds early on, getting a lot of second chance opportunities, and now it can pay off as we have our first shot that goes down from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Legacy Ace Hardware at 159 North Main in Panguitch.
And the first point from someone not named AJ Van Dyke or Annabella Vasquez.
That's right, and both go down for Blackburn, so she goes 2 for 2, and Wayne takes their first lead of the game at 6-5. Ball tipped out of bounds, but it stays here with the Mustangs. 4:25 now left here in the first. And it's been a back-and-forth affair. How can the Mustangs continue to keep this lead that they had for a little bit before Wayne took it over? They lead at 7-5.
Yeah, just got to keep playing team basketball, especially on the offensive end, doing a good job moving the ball around, waiting till they find that open shot. And defensively, the zone defense has been effective early on.
Here's Tebbs down low. Tried to find a teammate on the other side in Barna, but it was out of bounds, tipped off of the Badgers' defensive hands. So it once again stays here with the Mustangs. It seems like the Badgers are also pretty active right now on that side of the ball.
Yeah, they know Bryce Valley wants to swing the ball around, make a lot of passes, so they're getting in those passing lanes, getting a lot of early deflections.
So here comes the inbound play from baseline. Almost picked off, but Vasquez almost with like a football catch up top. Somehow recollects after losing it, but then there's the steal from the Badgers. Here they come in transition. It's Timberwood. She's going to stop at the top of the key. Hand it off to Reagan in the corner. And she gets it to go from outside. Reagan Blackburn now with the last 5 for the Badgers.
And that's already 2 threes made for Wayne here.
Here comes Tebbs the other way. Out to Vasquez. Can she get another one? Yes, she can. Annabella Vasquez on fire now with all 8 in the opening quarter.
And Vasquez, that one was deep from the college three-point line there. Just no hesitation, trailing on the fast break, pulling up from the top of the key.
Hoops starting to get a little bit bigger for both these squads. We've got multiple Bryce Canyon City threes going down as Van Dyke can't get her layup to go left side, but she gets an offensive board, goes up and blocked. Nice defensive job that time by Miley Brinkerhoff down low. Van Dyke, although she does have 5 points, it does seem like she's been a little quiet here in the first.
Yeah, Bryce Valley's doing a good job making Van Dyke's shots difficult and highly contested.
And just like that, she responds with a deep 2 from mid-range.
7 points for Van Dyke. The expected score for Wayne coming to play here. Just a sophomore, though, so Badger fans have to be excited about having her for a couple more years still.
Here's Cachet Tebbs driving left side. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound out to Bree Torgerson, who's checked in for Wayne. Here come the Badgers. Van Dyke, can she hit another? Oh, my goodness, yes, she can. Bryce Canyon City threes are raining all over the place, and now Van Dyke with double digits here in the first. Timeout call by Bryce Valley. We'll take it with him. Wayne on top, 15-8 with 2:34 now left here in the first. This is state championship basketball brought to you by SUU on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1.
When it comes to traditions, at the top of the list has to be a stop at Henry's Drive-In on Highway 89 in Panguitch for a hot and juicy chubby cheeseburger and an order of homemade onion rings. From the amazing crew at Henry's, they wish all teams success.
Jackson Excavation supports our coaches and teams here in Wayne County. We specialize in everything dirt, from excavating homes and water lines to building roads and septic tanks, to road base and gravel supplies. Call Jackson Excavation. JCI Billing in Tropic, Utah, Utah's premier billing service for EMS. New owners Holly and Brandon Baugh and their staff want to wish the Mustangs success.
JT Steel is a custom steel fabricator. It all began with a $2,000 job in 1983, from large projects like the BYU baseball stadium to a customer that needs an angle with a couple holes. Owner and Garfield County Commissioner Jerry Taylor wishes all teams success.
It's time for championship basketball, and Lamb Excavating, located in Orderville, Utah, wishes all teams the best of luck in the postseason. Lamb Excavating can help you with all of your excavation needs, from gravel to chip seal and any other excavating. No job is too big or too small. Give Darwin and the boys a call, 435-648-2318. Now let's play some ball.
Welcome back, coming out of the Zions Bank timeouts. For banking designed to help you score more, Zions Bank is for you. Bryce Valley not able to get a layup off their timeout play that was drawn up, but Wayne also not able to capitalize. Mustangs with the ball.
And how about Bryce Valley coming out of the timeout, a box and one against Van Dyke, not allowing Van Dyke to touch the ball there. Wayne didn't have an answer on offense.
A good defensive effort stops A.J. Van Dyke from scoring more. She's already got 10 here in the first. Here come the Mustangs the other way. It's Tebbs driving left. She kicks it outside. Barna now goes cross court. Here's Vasquez for another three. Oh, my goodness. It looks like this rim is about 20 feet wide for two players.
Already two players in double digits. Van Dyke for the Badgers and Vasquez for the Mustangs.
And Vasquez actually leading scorer right now for the game with 11. Last game out, when they played on January 30th, Van Dyke only finished with 17 points, even though they got a solid win. She's got 10. Vasquez now with 11.
It's been a back and forth with those two, and we've seen Reagan Blackburn come out and get a couple buckets as well for Wayne. Who else for Bryce Valley will show up to help out with Vasquez?
So here's Barna left side. She goes cross court over to Tebbs. Nice man-on-man defense as Vasquez is up top of the key. Almost picked off, but it's controlled by the Mustangs. Miley Brinkerhoff brought it in. Vasquez now has it right side, 10 on the shot clock. Back over to Brinkerhoff. She's going to try and drive. Tough floater from deep, doesn't go. Badgers with the board.
And that was good defense there from the Badgers, not allowing any driving lanes for Bryce Valley. Had to throw something up there late in the shot clock.
So here's Michaela Jones right side, now down low. Foul on the shot. Torgerson doesn't get it to go, but it looks like she'll head to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for two.
And Vasquez just got caught on the arm there trying to go for the block.
Both of these teams have been playing very well defensively because we only have 3 fouls total here in this first quarter, even though both these teams have been limited at times.
Yeah, haven't been a lot of fouls, and I think some of that, too, is the success that both teams have had from behind the three-point line. Not a lot of contact down low, but Wayne 4 for 4 from the free throw line. The Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. It's early in the morning still.
Here's Bryce Valley the other way. They lead it, or they trail 17-11. Here's Tebbs down low. Nice pivot move, and she gets the layup to go left side. Cache Tebbs, the first other Mustang besides Vasquez to get on the board. Wayne can hold for the last shot here. Shot clock turned off. Jones with a mid-range jumper doesn't go. Blackburn gets the board on the other side just like a pass. She has it left block. Now tosses it outside. Erickson for two. No good. Torgerson trying to fight for it. Goes out of bounds against Bryce Valley. So 0.9 seconds on the clock. Enough time for a shot to go off if they're able to drop something good here baseline.
Yeah, have a good chance at a catch and shoot for Wayne.
And Blackburn gets it up from three. Almost banks it in off the glass. But the Badgers able to come back after trailing. They lead at 17-13 here after the first. This state championship basketball brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Half Marathon on KSLSports.com.
Loa Builder Supply has been serving you for over 100 years. We are a small-town hardware store here to help you with your project. We are hardware, building materials, paint, and camping supplies, serving with local knowledge and community pride.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to the Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Join us in Tropic, Utah, the first week in May for guided mule rides, vendors, food, and fun, including arena events, all mule fun rodeo, and ranch sorting. Then Friday night, a live concert featuring Dave Stamey and Bren Hill. The premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
Welcome back into the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth as we get the second quarter started. Warmth you can rely on, powered by family, fueled by trust.
As you see Jones go into the paint for Wayne there and get the nice hook shot, start the second quarter off. Wayne really starting to get into a rhythm after a slow start.
Wayne was looking to go to Michaela early. She just couldn't get a bucket to drop, but she gets the early two now here in the second. Layup no good on the other side for Bryce Valley. Missed that time from Grace Leach. There's that pass again, trying to get to Jones, and it's picked off. Here comes Tebbs in transition, but she steps out of bounds on the way back over to the Badgers.
That was a great read there from Tebbs. Defensive back-esque jump in the pass, just couldn't quite stay in bounds to go on the fast break.
So here comes Wayne to try and increase their lead. They're up by 6 right now, 19-13. Nice pump fake, and a deep two splashes down from Timberwood.
And you're seeing more of a balanced scoring attack now for Wayne after it was A.J. Van Dyke getting 10 early points.
Tebbs with a nice pass down low, but it's picked off by Jones. Great defensive presence on the left side. Here come the Badgers. Picked up in transition, and it's intercepted. Here comes Barna the other way. And she goes up for the layup. Nice pressure from Jones from behind. And here comes Wayne the other way, but they throw it too high. Now it's right back over to the Mustangs.
And you're seeing Bryce Valley on defense. They're doing a good job of denying A.J. Van Dyke the ball. Now it's just a matter of stopping the other Badgers that are starting to pick it up offensively now that you're slowing down Van Dyke.
Olivia Meekum and Angelina Russo now checking in for the Mustangs. This is the first time that Vasquez has sat down today, so this will be interesting to see how the Mustangs can score. Here's Russo, far side. Ball finds its way around the perimeter. Almost picked off that time by Wood. Instead, Tebbs will take a three right side. That's no good. Rebounds fought for and won. Wow, ripped away by Timberwood. Here she comes the other way. Over right side to Van Dyke from deep. Off front iron. Mustangs got it going the other way.
And transition three there, Van Dyke trying to put it up before Bryce Valley could get to her. Just couldn't get it to connect.
Tough defense once again by the Badgers. Forces another turnover by Bryce Valley, their 5th of the game.
And Wayne with 4 turnovers as well, so both teams having a bit of the turnover bug, but credit to both defenses playing high-pressure defense, not allowing easy passes.
Here's Bryce Valley with that zone defense as a three's no good that time from Wood, but there's another offensive board. A.J. Van Dyke gets her first 2 of the second.
And that's the hard part about playing the zone defense. You can force contested shots, but much harder to rebound. You're seeing Wayne take advantage with the offensive glass.
2 new scores already here in the second, but Van Dyke with an early 12. She had 17 their last time out when they played last month. Here's Leach up top. Goes left side over to Barna. Barna's looking to go 1v1. She does. Picks up her dribble. Oh, using some nice pivot moves. Can't get it to drop, but another offensive board for Bryce Valley. Here's Tebbs driving right to left. Under scoop shot doesn't go. Rebound this time goes out to Paisley Jackson.
And Tebbs there did a good job getting into the paint. Just couldn't get the tough contested layup to go over Van Dyke.
Jackson in the corner, down low to Jones. Turnaround jumper, no good, but she's fouled on the attempt. So another trip to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. That's where Wayne's been able to get a lot of their points as they now lead it by double figures. Where we have yet to see Bryce Valley the other way.
Yeah, Wayne already 4 of 4 back in the first quarter. Now looking for their first two here in the second from Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Jones able to get her third point of the game, all coming in the second quarter thanks to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. So she'll try and go 2 for 2 here. Shot is up, and off back iron this time. Mustangs get the board. Nice box out that time from the girls in green. Here they come the other way, running the length of the floor and getting a shot up that time. There's Mia Barna, and just as we mentioned that they haven't been to the free throw line, they take a trip just the next possession. They're there.
And right on cue, they were just waiting for you to mention that they hadn't made it to the free throw line yet.
Just have to mention it, and then I think things will happen if you're up here in the booth. But Mia Barna now with the chance to get her first points of the contest. And the first one's up and swishes down. That first quarter was all Vasquez. She had 11 of the team's 13 points. But Mia Barna now with the first points of the second quarter. We're almost halfway through.
And she goes 2 for 2 there from the line as Vasquez comes back into the game for Bryce Valley, trying to continue after that hot start.
So she's going to check in for Mia Barna. So the only person to score right now for Bryce Valley has just checked out. But Vasquez, as mentioned before, she's got 11 at the 15. Here come the Badgers the other way. Jacobson gets it down low to Van Dyke. There's that double team. Somehow finds a way around it, but she's going to travel. Picked up her feet a few too many times.
Yeah, just trying to hold on to that pivot foot. Couldn't quite get the complete spin around for the layup there before causing the travel.
So here come the Mustangs the other way, currently trailing by 9, down by as much as 10 earlier. Here they come the other way. And it's stolen once again. Van Dyke's got it out to Blackburn. She's in the open floor. She goes up with her left. That shot short. Another offensive board finds its way out to Blackburn on the perimeter. Now she goes up top to Van Dyke. Van Dyke's going to take a running jumper mid-range, gets it from the right block.
That was a great move there from Van Dyke. Now up to 14 points, coming off the curl, going up with the mid-range jumper all in one motion.
Number one player for Wayne, stepping up big time here when it matters most. Vasquez going up. She's fouled by Van Dyke, so once again, another trip to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for the Mustangs.
And you're seeing Vasquez for Bryce Valley score from all three levels. You saw her hit a couple threes in the first quarter, also got a couple baskets driving, now going to the free throw line.
Can't get the first to go, but overall in this first quarter, the free throw shooting has been fairly consistent and positive for both squads. Goes 0 for 2, but an offensive rebound off the miss. Goes out to Vasquez. They'll start things again in the half court for Bryce Valley. Here's Leach over to Vasquez. She's got it right side. Cachet now driving. Picks up her dribble. Brings it back up top. Leach now has it left. Down low to Vasquez. Nice defense from Jones, but Vasquez gets it to rattle in with a tough layup on the left side.
And that was good action there from Bryce Valley to get Vasquez going to her left there on the block, able to go up with a layup all in one motion.
Here's a three off the left side, no good. Fighting for the board. Looks like it's going to be off of Wayne. They're going to give it to Bryce Valley.
I think it's staying here.
It's staying here. Once again, early in the morning, we're getting things going.
To be fair, I also didn't see an official make a signal. I just went with everyone staying on this end of the court.
That's a very astute observation, Dallin. So looks like Wayne's going to go with a box formation, inbounds baseline. Kick it outside. Here's Timber Wood. She's got it. Now there's Jones wide open from the free throw line. She gets the jumper to fall down. Michaela Jones now with 5 here in the second. All of her points in this period alone.
And that's how you want to break the zone defense. Find a way to get the ball to the free throw line, and from there you can facilitate or take the open jumper.
See if the Mustangs can take this back down to single digits. They trail by their largest margin, down by 11. Here's Leach going left side. Nice block from Jones, but Leach gets her own board and then puts it back up, this time on the other side of the glass.
And it was a great follow-up there from Leach. Gets her own miss and then used the rim as a defender against the Badgers' defense to not allow a block shot.
Timber Woods now got it. Bryce Valley staying with that zone defense. And once again, they're facilitating it through Michaela Jones down low and then allowing that to either kick out or she can take that one-on-one shot in the post.
That's Vasquez's second foul for Bryce Valley, something to watch as she's the leading scorer with 13 points. She has to head to the bench now with that early foul trouble.
So once again, it'll be interesting to see who can score for the Mustangs while she sits down. Here's a deep 2 right side by Blackburn. That one's no good. But a following shot off the offensive board's no good. Michaela Jones can't get it for a third opportunity. Almost got picked up again by Wayne, but Bryce Valley finally controls. Lots of opportunities for the girls in purple.
Now, a lot of good looks there for Wayne coming on that out-of-bounds play. Just couldn't get the second, third, or fourth opportunities to drop.
So here comes Bryce Valley the other way as Cache Tebbs with a nice outlet pass baseline, but a traveling violation as that time Miley Brinkerhoff went a little too quick.
And Bryce Valley there just with Brinkerhoff unable to dribble there with the pass, kind of unexpected.
Here's a 3 from the corner that doesn't find its way down from Morrill, but once again, there's another offensive rebound for Wayne. And a foul looks like it's going to be called down low. And that looks like it's going to be going against Mia Barna. It'll be her second of the game.
Maybe a shot clock issue. Looks like they just reset the shot clock there. No foul.
Interesting. All right, here we go with Wayne again. Still early in the morning as Jones now gets it from the right side. And she's on fire right now in the second quarter. She's got all of her 7 in the period.
And being aggressive on that block once she gets the pass.
And a beautiful play drawn up that time for Cache Tebbs, but she just can't get the layup to go off the left side. Here comes Wayne. Up by 11. Blackburn for 3. Got it from the corner. And Reagan Blackburn now with 8 in the game. And this Badgers team is heating up now in the second. They lead it by 14.
And that all started with getting the ball back down to Jones on the block. And then right as she felt the double team, found Blackburn about in the corner.
Badgers now going with the zone defense as Tebbs kicks it outside to Leach. Under a minute now remaining here in the first half. Here's Barna. Back over to Grace. She hits Mia. Now she'll hit a 3, and it's off back iron. No good. Hit a little bit of glass, too. So Wayne now with the ball. And shot clock and game clock are basically on the same timeline right now.
And Wayne can hold for one final shot here in this first half.
So here's Timberwood left side. She finds Lily Morrill. Can't get the shot to go. There's another offensive rebound and a third opportunity off of another miss. And it looks like we're going to get a jump ball. It'll head back Bryce Valley's way. So once again, Wayne with multiple opportunities just can't capitalize, especially down low.
And now Bryce Valley with a chance to get the game back closer than the 14 it is now with one final shot here in this possession or in this half.
Under 10 now. Here they go. Almost picked off, but it's tipped off of Grace Leach's hands as the intended pass was going for Cache Tebbs. So that's 8 turnovers now in the first half for Bryce Valley.
And that's where it's been Bryce Valley's Achilles heel here in this first half offensively. They've gotten good looks shooting the ball. The problem's getting those shots up with those 8 turnovers.
Here come the Badgers for the last shot. Blackburn from deep mid-range doesn't drop, but Wayne with a solid second quarter to take a 33-19 lead as we head into the halftime break. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Zions Bank on KSLSports.com.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch City Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all truck drivers that make our communities better, so why not show off their trucks? We wish all teams success.
I know. You think underage drinking is wrong.
Letting a parrot watch horror movies is wrong. I found you! Underage drinking? That's very wrong. It can harm your learning ability and your grades.
When your kids understand underage drinking isn't just...
Welcome out to the SUU halftime report. Nate Thatcher alongside Dallin Richards as it's the Wayne Badgers leading the Bryce Valley Mustangs 33-19. And it was a very interesting first half, Dallin. We saw that Annabella Vasquez got going early, with 11 points in the first quarter, 13 total in that first half. But A.J. Van Dyke able to get things going. She has 14 points in the first half for Wayne.
Yeah, and it's been the biggest story for Wayne. It's been the second chance opportunities. They're winning the rebounding battle 23-9 there in that first half. A real big reason why they were able to get that 14-point lead. As you said, Annabella Vasquez got the scoring for Bryce Valley there, especially in the first quarter. But now have to find a way to get those defensive rebounds to close out on those stops after good initial defense.
Another interesting thing to note is Cache Tebbs, the team leader in points per game for Bryce Valley, only with 2 points. It was Annabella Vasquez, who's third on the team in points per game, that's leading the way by a large margin. How can the other two girls in Tebbs and Grace Leach get things going in the second half, especially on the offensive side?
I think you just have to find a way to stay aggressive, know that your shots will start to fall, especially now that the defense has to focus more on Vasquez than maybe they initially planned on for Wayne in the game plan. Now get a few more open looks, see one go down, and you can go on a run.
This has been your SUU halftime report. SUU is where you soar. Check them out at suu.edu.
Mornings are busy. Breakfasts to make, lunches to pack, kids to get out the door. I didn't think I could add anything else to my plate. But my online business was growing, and I knew I needed the skills to take it further. That's when I found Southern Utah University. With the flexibility and support SUU offers, I can fit classes around my life, earning my degree while still being there for my family. Because at SUU, this is where I soar.
Rafter Lazy J Fence Company started building fence in 2000. We cover the southern half of Utah, building all types of fence, agricultural, residential, and commercial. Call the Jones Boys.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce. With the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com. If you are buying or refinancing a home, did you know you can request your own title company? Keep business local and request security title for all your title, closing, and escrow needs. Travis and Hillary wish all team success in the postseason tournaments.
Stage Stop Station has all of your traveling needs. Stop by our Route 12 grill for a homemade burger and fries, or for fresh south of the border Mexican cuisine. Come and enjoy an over-the-rim shake at Stan's Burger Shack in Haynesville. The traditional Lake Powell style. They're old school awesome. Go Wayne Badgers.
Tandem Contractors is a licensed general contractor specializing in dirt work, concrete, utility installation, and septic systems, serving Garfield County and the surrounding area. Call Tell today, 435-690-0243.
Tropic Utah is your destination, located in the middle of 5 national and 4 state parks with other recreation areas to see as well. With more hiking, biking, horseback riding, canyoneering, and adventure than you can do in a lifetime, Tropic has lots of options for lodging and dining. Hope to see you soon in Tropic.
From humble beginnings to major discoveries in genetics, medicine, computer science, engineering, and every other corner of campus. It's been a remarkable 175 years, and we are still climbing.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org. When you come to Capitol Reef Country in Wayne County, you won't just experience the rural life, hiking, fishing, or ATVing, but you will live it. Capitol Reef Country, Wayne County Tourism, and Wayne County wish the Wayne Badgers success in the postseason.
Windy Mesa Studios in Paint Ridge is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
For over 60 years, Brown Brothers Construction has been building roads, moving dirt, and shaping the future of our communities. From highways to hometown streets, we take pride in a job well done, just like the incredible 1A athletes competing in the 2025 region and state tournaments. To all the hardworking athletes out there, your dedication, grit, and determination inspire us every day. Brown Brothers Construction is proud to support you. Best of luck, and keep shaping the road to victory.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
And we welcome you back into the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth. Nate Thatcher alongside Dallin Richards as we get ready for second half action between the Wayne Badgers and the Bryce Valley Mustangs. Wayne put on a show there in that second quarter, of course led by A.J. Van Dyke, who finished with 14 in that first half.
Yeah, Van Dyke, the focal point of the offense, but other players stepping up as well. Blackburn with 8 points. Michaela Jones had 7 second quarter points.
Jones with another attempt down low, layup left side, right side, no good. And so the Mustangs with a chance to kind of close in on this deficit.
You saw Bryce Valley get the defensive stop, but finished it out with the rebound. They were minus 14 in that category in the first half.
Wayne now moving into that zone defense as well. So both teams have kind of switched back and forth, but it seems like zone is the popular option for both of these squads. Oh, and a nice block down low by Jones, and then an interception far side by Blackburn for another steal. As we get this game underway, let's get to our Fab Rats trivia question of the contest as the layup's no good and Bryce Valley controls. Our Fab Rats question for this game will be, who is the single-season scoring record leader for the 1A girls division here in Utah? So who holds, or what is the single-season scoring record for 1A girls? Who holds it? And that is on Fab Rats Trivia. Be sure to email that in. First one to respond gets a free Fab Rats t-shirt. Those are always the best prizes.
Hot commodity here at the SVC every year.
Here's a cross-court pass from Vasquez, and a three at the buzzer goes for Grace Leach, far side. Oh, it's a deep two, but an impressive shot nonetheless.
Yeah, right at the shot clock buzzer, able to pull it off. Bryce Valley gets the first points of the third quarter.
Here's Blackburn right side. Once again, down low pass to Jones. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound out to the Mustangs. So here comes Bryce Valley trying to control things the other way. Got a last-second shot off their last timeout this side of the floor. Here's Vasquez, middle block. Oh, a nice cutting pass as Barna was going right side, but she can't get the bucket to drop.
And it was a great play to break up the zone defense of Wayne. Barna just unable to finish at the rim.
Yeah, both teams looking to facilitate through the middle, the classic response to try and defeat that zone defense. Here's Van Dyke down low left side. Layup a little too strong. The rebound goes out to Brinkerhoff.
And Bryce Valley doing a much better job getting the defensive rebounds here early in this third quarter.
Here's Cache Tebbs. Can't get it from the left side. Badgers now moving it again. Still lead it by 12, although they haven't scored yet here in the third. And his pass is stolen down low from Vasquez. They were trying to get it down low to A.J. Van Dyke, but they keep double-teaming her down low in the post.
And Bryce Valley not allowing Van Dyke to get easy touches down on the block. Time the double team came before the entry pass led to the steal.
Barner's now got it far side. Cross-court pass finds way over to Vasquez. Timeout called by Bryce Valley. So head coach Roundy's going to take his girls to the bench, and we'll take this Zions Bank timeout with him. This is state championship basketball brought to you by the Garcane Propane on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
Bryan Farm is a proud sponsor of Wayne High School basketball. Check out Bryan Farm for all your farm and ranching needs. Let us service you with fertilizer, fuel, feed, seed, lawn and garden, and much more. Bryan Farm.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit brycecanyoncityut.gov.
And welcome back in to the Sevier Valley Center coming out of that Zions Bank timeout for big-time baking with a home team feel. Zions Bank is for you. And a layup goes in that time for Mia Barna and the Mustangs. They now have all 4 points here in the third quarter, and they cut it to a 10-point game.
And Bryce Valley's defense keeping them in it here in the third quarter. Now the offense starting to come with it.
Layup's no good down low. Lots of contact and no whistle. Wayne now with the chance to try and get their first points here in the third.
And you've seen that all game. The officials not calling a lot of fouls here in this first game. As Van Dyke gets her first points of the third quarter.
Van Dyke now with another Bryce Canyon City three-pointer. Bryce Canyon City, the city of hoodoos. Just a reminder on our Fab Rats trivia, make sure to email your response to uhsslive@gmail.com. The question was, what is the single-season scoring record for the 1A girls division here in Utah? And a little hint, it was a former Badger, year of Wayne.
And make sure you email your answers in. The first one gets a nice shirt from Fab Rats.
Best prize you can get of your life. Here come the Mustangs the other way as they now trail it by 13 after that three-pointer from Van Dyke.
Now, the real question is, if we stump them on the Fab Rats trivia, does that mean we get the T-shirt?
I've always said that should be the approach. I'm still waiting for corporate to get back to me, but I wouldn't mind one bit. Oh, and a nice play drawn up that time. Layup no good, though, from Meekum, but a fight for the rebound will be a jump ball, but it'll stay here with Bryce Valley. Oh, now they're going to say it's Wayne. It's pointed the other way, but they're going to say it's Wayne's. Okay, now they say it's Bryce Valley's ball, so I think just like us, the ref's still waking up a little bit, you know.
Well, it doesn't help when the possession arrow at the scorer's table is not working either.
Oh, that's a very good point. Up here in the booth, we have an easier vision of the actual scoreboard up here, so that's a good point of why the refs were confused. And a beautiful play drawn out of bounds as Rach Leach gets it to go from baseline. So Bryce Valley on a little bit of a heater here in the third.
And a 6-0 run here. Leach 4 points now in the third quarter for Bryce Valley.
Van Dyke from the same spot gets it from downtown, and she is picking up right where she left off.
That's 4 triples for Van Dyke on the game.
Just a sophomore, but what an elite scorer she is, especially at all 3 levels.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that makes her so effective is she can do it from outside, she can do it on the block, and she can take you off the dribble as well and get to her spots. Has the confidence to pull it from anywhere.
Last time these two teams played last month, Wayne was able to shoot 9 of 23 from deep, which is really the difference maker because Bryce Valley only shot 1 of 15 from the perimeter. Clearly doing better here today when it matters most. Shot doesn't go that time, though, for the Mustangs.
And every time you feel like Bryce Valley's going on a run, Wayne finds a way to get A.J. Van Dyke the ball, and she gets them back in scoring.
And that time she's met with the double team, but finds a wide-open teammate down low. Shot doesn't go for Torgerson, but the offensive rebound, once again, this time collected by Michaela Jones as she's fouled.
And that's one of the few times here in the second half that Wayne's been able to crash the offensive glass. Bryce Valley doing a much better job getting those defensive rebounds here in this third quarter, but it was the offensive rebounds that really hurt the Mustangs in that first half.
So now Barna picks up her second foul. As Van Dyke, can she go 3 for 3 from the same spot? No, but another offensive rebound almost fought for. It's still going to stay here with Wayne, so the effort is there on both sides, especially off of missed shots on their own side of the court.
And you've got long shots from the three-point line are going to lead to long rebounds bouncing around as Bryce Valley forces a good turnover there.
Leach with a fantastic steal in the mid-range. Now she's going to bring it over in transition. She finds Tabs far side. There's a 3 at the top of the key. Vasquez now has it. She picks up her dribble. Oh, and she got hit with her leg. She's limping hard. As Tebbs drives to the basket, she's fouled on her shot attempt, and Vasquez going straight to the bench. She's actually going to go outside. She's going to head back to the locker room, it looks like.
Yeah, tough to see what exactly happened there, but tough for Vasquez, the leading scorer for Bryce Valley, 13 first-half points. Hopefully she's okay and can come back.
A lot of contact down low, and she was fouled. Let's hope that she can come back out as the foul will go against A.J. Van Dyke as the first free throw from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line drops for Tebbs. She goes 1 for 2 from the line. And that's her first point of the second half.
And we'll see if that free throw can get Tebbs into more of a rhythm. The Badgers haven't given her any easy looks at the basket, but now seeing one go in, see if she can't get into more of a rhythm.
Yeah, averaging almost 11 points per game, and now only with 3, as a nice jump ball is forced that time from Olivia Meekum down low.
And it was a good tie-up there, not allowing Wayne to get anything going down in the post, force them to reset here after the jump ball.
So here come the Badgers once again. Torgerson left side. Oh, and it goes around the rim and then finally falls for Bree.
And that was a good move by Torgerson, getting the ball on the block and just going right into her shot.
Here's Leach down low. Barna can't get it to drop. Van Dyke with the board. AJ will hand it off to Morrill, who finds Blackburn far side. Now Morrill's got it again. Cross-court pass. And Morrill will take a three, top of the key, no good. Rebound once again goes out to Bryce Valley.
And Bryce Valley stacking together defensive stops. Now just need to find the offensive buckets to go with the stops.
Almost picked off by Blackburn baseline, but he'll stay here with Bryce Valley. So we saw Vasquez run immediately over to the locker room. She's now being attended to on the medical table near the bench. Clearly a lower leg injury as she was limping, running off the floor. So Bryce Valley a little short-handed right now as another baseline play is broken up, this time by Blackburn again. So here comes the same formation. Now they're going to go up top to Leach, who's got it at the top of the key. Now left side, Tebbs is going to drive. She picks up that dribble in the mid-range. Over in the corner, she finds Russo for three, but it's too far, no good. Torgerson with the board.
And it was a good look there from the corner, just a bit long. Bryce Valley hasn't really been able to connect from deep.
Blackburn misses from the wing in the corner. Fight for the board now won by Bryce Valley. They got numbers in transition. Grace Leach loses it for a moment, recollects, and is fouled on her layup opportunity.
And did a good job there staying patient, did Leach. On the fast break, allowed the Badgers to blow by her initially, and then able to draw the contact to get to the free throw line. The Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
That's right. So Timber Wood will pick up her second foul of the game as the first free throw is able to find its way down for Grace. And she now has 5 points here in the third quarter, and that's 5 of the 8 of the team points here in the third.
And been a big spark for Bryce Valley here in this third quarter, picking up the offensive output with Vasquez out of the game currently.
Shot clock turned off. Here's Torgerson down low right side. No good. Ball finds its way out to Blackburn. Another board. She goes up, and now she's fouled. And she'll head to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for two. So Badgers are still staying with that tone of offense. Even when they have the final shot, they just want to get going and get a good shot off.
Yeah, they're not too worried about necessarily holding and running the clock out, but once they find that open look, they're willing to take it, and then they're getting offensive rebounds off of their misses to give them multiple looks at the basket.
So Blackburn able to get the first from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, which you can find at 159 North Main in Panguitch. And she goes 1 for 2 as the second one rattles off. Here come the Mustangs. Under 10 seconds now here in the third. Here's Meekum left side. Leach is going to drive baseline, gets a layup off at the buzzer. And Grace Leach with a stellar third quarter. She had 7. That cuts it to 13 as we head into the fourth quarter here in the first game of the 1A State Basketball Tournament. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by the Windy Mesa Studio on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1.
Oscar and Christine Ward with Bryce Canyon Scenic Tours and Shuttle Service, offering tours, bike rentals, and transportation throughout the Bryce Canyon country area, are proud to support the Bryce Valley Mustangs.
Danny, Wendy, Waylon, and Cameron Brinkerhoff invite you to come relax and enjoy life at a slower pace. Surround yourself with some of nature's most breathtaking scenery on their quiet farm surrounded by Bryce Canyon National Park and the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument.
Okay.
Welcome back into the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth as we get ready for fourth quarter action. Let's toss it down to David with the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games, the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games sideline report.
Hey guys, just kind of listened in over the huddles there at the timeouts. Mustangs coach saying, hey girls, relax. We got to make our shots. They'll fall. Keep going. But just relax. Hey, this is just like any other game. Wayne Badger saying, hey, ladies, we got to keep the gas on. We can't let up. This is a good Bryce Valley team, and they'll score and come back on you. So both coaches, positive messages for your Larry H. Miller sideline report.
That was the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games sideline report. Go to utahsummergames.org to register today. So the first free throw drops for Jones here in the fourth quarter, puts Wayne on the board. So both coaches with messages to just keep focusing on what they do best, and hopefully they can come out with a win. For Bryce Valley, it's going to be a larger deficit they'll have to come back from, as they now trail it by double digits.
And just need to find a way to continue getting those good looks. Try to get some more from outside to fall here in the fourth quarter, and then crash the defensive glass after forcing the Badger stops.
Good side is Vasquez is back in for Bryce Valley, as Tabs is going to drive left side, and she's fouled as she passes it down low to Mia Barna for a layup. So Mia will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So the pace is kind of slowing down a little bit here in the second half, as now the contact has gotten a little bit more physical as we've gone down low in the paint a little bit more often.
Yeah, and you're seeing both teams really settle down that first quarter. A lot of outside looks, a lot of adrenaline in the first game here in the SVC of the 1A tournament this year, trying to get those deep shots to go early. And now both teams focusing in on the paint, getting to the free throw line.
Both free throws can't drop for Mia, so Wayne's going to go the other way. They now lead it by 15. Here's Van Dyke left side. Tries to get it down low once again to Jones. Outlet pass to Blackburn for 3, and she switches it down from the wing for another Bryce Canyon City three-pointer.
And that's 12 points now for Blackburn, the second Badger into double digits.
She's been fairly balanced in all 4 quarters now, as Barna has it up top. She's going to hand it off. Here's Tabs right side. Hand off Leach. So a lot of driving and kicking as Leach now takes it herself. High off the glass, no good, right side. And Van Dyke once again with another rebound. Here's Blackburn in transition. She goes off the right side, and a block by Vasquez. It'll stay here, though, with the Badgers.
That was good defense there from Vasquez. Had those 2 fouls in the first half, but has stayed out of foul trouble in the second half that time. Good job staying vertical, getting the block shot on the fast break.
So Van Dyke after that board in double-double territory. Torgerson not able to go. Jones couldn't corral the rebound. Bryce Valley now has it. So once again, Wayne with a lot of opportunities near the basket. You'll have to think that in some games in the future here in the tournament, that's going to drop for him.
And if you're Carrie Stevens, you got to feel good about the looks you're getting, especially with Van Dyke. She's had a lot of looks down low that haven't fallen, but the three-pointer helping the Badgers out, as they've had 7 three-pointers between Van Dyke and Blackburn.
So another foul. This time it's going to go against Bree Torgerson. So Barna going to head back to the free throw line for 2. And the first one rattles out. So having a little bit of a struggle here in the fourth from the free throw line. But it's allowing the pace to slow down a little bit. We see that the Mustangs really like to set up in the half court, a drive kick action. And now they're getting some contact down low.
Yeah, just getting back to that Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Just unable to convert there for Barna. Good looks if you're Bryce Valley.
Torgerson had a good look in transition, wasn't able to get it to go. Here comes Leach again. She's going to move quickly, and she's going to go all the way to the cup, and then a nice pass down low, bobbled for a second by Brinkerhoff, and then stolen away by Wayne.
That was a good move there from Leach on the fast break, going coast to coast. Brinkerhoff just couldn't handle the dump-off pass there.
So here's Blackburn, far side. She finds Van Dyke, and somehow finds way over to Blackburn again in the corner. Here's Van Dyke down low in the block. She's double-teamed. She kicks it out. Foot was on the line that time from a shot by Timber Wood. She was able to collect her own miss once again, and then a foul down low. This time it looks like it's going to go against Mia Barna.
That's Barna's 3rd foul for Bryce Valley. Still not quite in foul trouble with just over 5.5 minutes left in this game, but don't want those fouls racking up if you're Bryce Valley.
Van Dyke with the toughest shot we've seen all day. She gets it from the free throw line and the foul. She'll have a chance to get 3 points the old-fashioned way, as they say.
And just adding to that double-double, up to 22 points now, 8 of them here in the second half, up to 10 rebounds as well. She gets the free throw from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
So Van Dyke now up to 23 to match her jersey number. 6 more points than she had last time out against the Mustangs. She's been on fire in this opening day.
Wayne getting it to the free throw line and capitalizing as well. We've seen Bryce Valley miss 4 here in the fourth quarter. Wayne on the other side, though, 9 of 11 today.
A lot of difference makers on the offensive side for the Badgers that has them up by a lot. As a three-pointer's no good from Vasquez. Badgers now lead it by 21. Here comes Wayne the other way. Jacobson has it right side. Bryce Valley now going back into that zone defense. Here's Timber Wood back over to Jacobson. And Torgerson's got it, but she's going to travel with the basketball in the paint.
It's the 9th Badger turnover here today, and it's because of the double teams down on the block from Bryce Valley, not allowing the post players for the Badgers to really get into a rhythm once they catch the ball on the block.
And a timeout will be called by Bryce Valley. We'll take it with them. This is state championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon Mule Days, Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on KSLSports.com.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race is scheduled for the second Saturday in July.
The Bryce Canyon Inn and Pizza Place in Tropic are proud to support Region 20 teams. Come stay in our clean, comfortable cabins. Enjoy our homemade pizza and savor our rich, specialty coffee blends while watching the sun rise over Bryce. Come explore with us.
Bryce Canyon Subway wants to thank the Region 20 teams for their business this past season. If you're looking for a great summer job with competitive wages and flexible hours, call Cherish or Lucene at 435-834-5888.
Welcome back into the fourth quarter on the other side of a Zions Bank timeout called by Bryce Valley. Zions Bank, for game-winning banking with a home team feel, Zions Bank is for you. A reminder about our Fab Rats trivia question. It is, what is the single-season scoring record for the 1A girls division? And the hint was it was a former player for Wayne. And you can email your answer to uhsslive@gmail.com to get your free Fab Rats t-shirt. Vasquez not able to get a shot from deep as they still trail by 21 with 4 minutes to go. Once again, Wayne trying to move it through the post down low. This time, Bree Torgerson gets 2 in the foul.
The third foul on Vasquez there as Torgerson did a good job going through the contact and the arms of Vasquez, unable to keep him straight up there for the and one opportunity.
So here comes the free throw chance. 2 and 1s here in the fourth quarter alone for Wayne. They're still keeping that physical presence up as the free throw goes for Bree.
And Torgerson now 7 points for Wayne coming off the bench today. Always a good sign if you're a team coming into a state tournament when you can get that kind of production off the bench.
First time now that either team has had 4 different players score for their team in a quarter, as Wayne is just getting it going at the right time here at the end of the game. So here comes the Badgers the other way. They find Blackburn right side. Thought about a 3 for a moment. Now it's a high pass down low to Van Dyke. She's got a 1v1 opportunity. She'll take a tough turnaround jumper. No good. Offensive rebound finds way out to Erickson. She goes up for the layup. She's blocked. Somehow gets another offensive rebound, and there's another jump ball. This time it'll stay here with Wayne.
And the double teams again for Bryce Valley, not allowing anything easy on the block. That time getting the tie up for the jump ball.
So the Badgers looking to inbound baseline, off box formation. Jacobson with a high pass picked off by Barna. And the Mustangs now moving back the other way. Here's Mia. Outlet pass over to Brinkerhoff, back up top to Tebbs. She's going to drive, and she'll kick out to Leach for 3. Got it from outside. And Grace Leach now with the first points for Bryce Valley here in the fourth.
And now up to 12 points for Leach there after the Bryce Canyon City three-pointer. Just the second Mustang to hit a three today.
And the second Mustang as well in double figures behind Anna Vasquez, who's the other one to hit threes. Ball is fought for on the floor once again, and there's another jump ball. Wow. Love the effort by both of these squads, even as we continue on with under 3 to go here in the game.
Yeah, continuing to fight for those loose balls. You see 3-4 different players down on the court there fighting for that one as Bryce Valley gets it with the possession arrow.
Here's Leach left side. As Brinkerhoff thought about a three in the corner, now it's back up top to Vasquez. She's been quiet here in the second half, obviously, since her injury, where she went off for a few moments. And bank shot almost goes down. A little too high off the glass that time for Barna, so Badgers will control 2.5 to go now.
There's a good defense there from Barna.
A beautiful steal, just can't convert on the layup in transition. So here comes Wayne the other way. Layup no good for Blackburn. Look at this tempo. It's picked up dramatically as bodies hit the floor. Here comes Leach. She's going to go to the cup. Left side, gets it to go, and the foul. So now 3-and-1 opportunities by both of these teams in the fourth quarter alone, and Grace Leach on a heater now. She has all 5 of the team's points here in the fourth.
And has really picked it up in the second half. Now already with 12 points here in the second half alone with her 14 in the game.
So now she's the team leader in points per game. Season average is 10.1, now up to 13. Excuse me, 14 like you just mentioned. Foul down low on the floor. This one looks like it's going to go against Grace Leach. And let's take a look at today's State Bank of Southern Utah play of the game. Van Dyke's been on a heater as free throw misses the first one for the Badgers. Van Dyke with 23 points today, and she's been able to get it going from deep like the shot you're seeing here from the far wing. State Bank of Southern Utah, where local decisions produce better results. So Wayne able to go 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
And Kira Peterson getting in as a freshman there, get that free throw to go down. Great experience for these underclassmen for the Badgers to get that state championship experience here early on.
Badgers lead it by 20 with a minute and a half to go now as Jacobson has it right side. She's going to get the handoff. Now she drives. Looks to kick it outside to Erickson. Now back down low to Van Dyke. Lots of contact once again. They're going to say it's off of the Mustangs' hands, so it'll stay here with the Badgers. So Peterson's going to inbound. Bounce pass almost picked off, but she's able to corral it far side. So now we'll have another inbounds opportunity, this time from the sideline.
And this is a good opportunity for the underclassmen for Wayne, who don't get a lot of experience, can run some offensive sets here in that state championship feel. It's Peterson with a nice cut to the basket for the layup.
The balanced scoring has continued to show itself here in the fourth for Wayne, as the Mustangs looking to get something going. Grace Leach, only one that's been able to score for the Mustangs, misses, almost able to curl her own board. She does. So Bryce Valley will call a timeout to retain possession with 57 seconds left. We'll take it with them. This is state championship basketball brought to you by the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games on 1aball.com.
At Cache Valley Bank, you get all the options and services without all the hassle. Personal and business banking services. From the professional staff of Cache Valley Bank, go Badgers!
Cannonville, Utah, located in the heart of Keller Country, from Bryce Canyon National Park to Grosvenor's Arch, there is more beauty to see than you can fit into one trip. Cannonville, your adventure headquarters. Go Mustangs!
Canyon Trail Rides is a family-owned business providing a unique experience on the back of a horse or sure-footed mule. to see the spectacular scenery of Bryce, Zion, and Grand Canyon North Rim National Parks. To make reservations, please visit our website, canyonrides.com.
Welcome back to the floor of the SVC, coming out of that Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps you stay in the game no matter where you are, Zions Bank is for you. So the Mustangs not able to get a bucket to go, so Wayne will take over with 52 seconds left here in this game. Wayne looking to move on now to the next round.
And they'll play the winner of the game coming up next between Wendover and Whitehorse, which should be an exciting game coming up in the 11:30 window.
Whitehorse playing some good basketball this season. Have a 15-4 record, undefeated in region plays. Torgerson wide open underneath the basket. And now she has 5 here in the fourth quarter alone. Three-pointer no good from the top of the key by Leach. Shot clock turned off. Here come the Badgers the other way. See if they close things out. It'll be out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Badgers as we have some more substitutions coming in for Wayne.
Number 5, Ainsley Brown, and number 32, Jenna Harris.
Peterson looking to get it in. Here's Torgerson again. Can't get the layup to go. Another offensive rebound. Almost finds its way over to Erickson, but Leach able to corral it. And the Mustangs get a last-second shot up here to close things down as we wind up. Layup right side, fouled on that shot attempt, so Olivia will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 Legacy Ace free throw shots.
And both teams still will play tomorrow. Bryce Valley will move down over into the consolation side of the bracket. But the great thing about that 1A tournament is you get to continue playing. You have that double elimination feel. Give teams multiple looks here in a state tournament can really help you build towards the future.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how both of these teams look as they move on in their respective brackets. Here's Wayne with the ball. Moving the other way. Met by a double team as the buzzer sounds, and that will do it for the opening game here of the 1A state basketball tournament. It's the Wayne Badgers moving on as they win it 58-34. We'll be right back on the other side of this timeout with the Ruby's In post-game report and the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games Player of the Game. This is
Clark's
State
Country
Championship
Market and
Basketball,
Russell's Restaurant
brought to you
on
by
Main
Ruby's
Street in
In
Tropic,
on KSL
your
Sports.com.
hometown grocery.